Welcome back to Life and Style Artistic Tuesday. I hope you're feeling great and you've been having an amazing time watching performing arts. So keep that conversation going on our social media platforms as KTN Life and Style on Facebook, KTN Life _ Style on Twitter and Instagram. We are on a paintbrush and I've got Furbish in the studio. How are you doing, Furbish?
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine.
Okay, you nervous?
Yeah, kinda.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. This is what you do all day, every day. And you've got amazing pieces like we can see on set and one that is ongoing over here. I don't know exactly what it's going to be eventually because, well, he's going to be telling us more about it in a bit. But right now, maybe introduce yourself to the viewers and what you do.
Fabish Oguto, but I call myself Fabish Arts. That's on
Fabish.
Fabish Arts.
Yeah.
That's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So for anybody who might be looking for me, it's easier to find me there because all my details actually are there. So in most cases, you'll always find me in the house when I'm free. That is, if I'm not on my attachment. Currently, I'm taking some course on IT, so I'm not really into art all the time. But what I do most of the time is art.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're not doing art, you're being an IT student.
Yeah, when I'm not doing art, I'm an IT student. That's
Okay.
at KCA University.
That's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
This passion, where did it come from? Was it something, does it run in the family? Because most of the times we talk to these people and they find that it's something that is in the family. Is that the same case?
Okay, fine. For me, I can say to some extent it runs in the family because I remember when I started my early childhood education, most of the time my dad could come back home with colored pencils and he could actually do me some sketches. So he's good with the sketching, but not that serial art like I do it right now.
Okay.
So I started doing this, I can say, some time back when I was still very much of an infant. But then when it came to some point when I was around in class 2 or 3, I had to stop because I had to concentrate on studies.
Yeah.
So later on, after I finished my class 8 and went to high school, I met this journalism club and everybody was like, oh, Fab, you can do this. So I was doing much of cartooning than real art. So in high school, I did some pieces of art. Actually, my first colored magazine for the school, I'm the person who did all the editing and stuff because what I always wanted was to be a journalist. But then I couldn't really achieve it because my parents were burying me behind.
Are you serious?
Yeah, sure.
Look at you now.
Yeah, sure. So when I was joining the university, I was called for a film and animation course in multimedia. But Dad couldn't allow me because he knew I was still going to pursue art. So he pushed me to do IT. But still, I did it. I finished. I'm currently taking my attachment at National Treasuries of Kenya.
But you're still doing your art, which is
Yeah,
a really good
I
thing.
also do my
And I
art.
see so many things looking so fabulous over here. Maybe you can just tell us what these are and how you use them for your artwork.
It's okay. Here, I got my pencils, colored pencils. I also got,
Is it? Yeah, these are just normal colored pencils.
yeah.
This is what you use. I would have thought it's something very complicated.
No, not really.
Okay.
So majorly, it depends on the kind of portrait that I want to do. There are these times when I have to do a colored piece, maybe
Like that.
that's not really colored. It's black and white, but it
Oh,
has
the
some story
background.
going. Yeah, the background is colored. So I can always use these
Okay.
for the shading and
That's a
stuff.
black one.
But I majorly do pencil work, that is graphite.
Oh,
So I always use these pencils that most of the time I have a friend in Germany who helps me import them to Kenya. So I always use this, but sometimes when I'm out of stock, I can use the normal
pencil.
HB Stedler pencil. So here with me, I got something called a glass pencil, glass marking pencil.
Can we see that? Glass marking pencil. What is this for?
Yeah, the glass marking pencil, I majorly use it for putting backgrounds on portraits such as this or this.
Okay.
Yeah. The deep dark shading
Yes.
in the background, so it helps me do that. And I also got white charcoal. This white charcoal is such an amazing experience since I bought it. Yeah, because it helps you as the artist to do the smudging in a very easy manner. You can take a tissue, pick some bit of the component in the white charcoal, then you smudge with it. So it does a darkening very easily than when you want just to smudge with the tissue without putting some other component on it. So the white charcoal really helps me a lot when I'm doing my shading.
This would, it would pass for chalk. Would it be used as chalk?
Not really. It's really
Soft?
Yeah.
It's very soft.
I think you can feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really soft. So I also have a white pen.
A white pen?
A white pen. It writes white.
Okay.
Yeah. So this you can use it for detailing of the light in the eyes. That is, if you're drawing, there is always this lighting that shows in the eyeballs of someone. So the white dots, maybe you're drawing a tiny portrait and you really have to place it there, so you can use the white pen to add the marking details. This I got from an artist friend of mine called Nelly Mchoraji. He's the person who really made me do art more and more and more.
Like your
and I achieved
mentor.
it too. Yeah, he's more or less like a mentor. Though he found me already there, but he added more to my work.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that?
What? This.
That one, yes.
So this this goes with this.
Okay.
This is a Faber-Castell pencil. It goes for around 720 shillings.
What?
Yeah, sure. It goes for
It's a
700.
pencil.
Yeah, just a pencil.
And what does it do that these other pencils don't do?
Okay, fine. Since I started using that pencil, it was around last week.
Where's the graphite?
Yeah, that's what I want to give you.
Oh, okay.
So this pencil is majorly connected to this.
Okay.
Yeah, so what you do is, just give me this.
Okay. There you
So
go.
what you do is, you can really adjust the nib of the pencils or even remove them. Like there were some inside. Here they are. I've removed all of them.
Alright.
So if it's broken or if the graphite is not there, you can just take this and add it in there. You press the back of the pencil and add.
There you have a pencil.
Yeah.
So what's different between this pencil and the other pencil?
Okay, majorly this pencil is very soft. It's very, very soft. There is this one portrait somewhere here.
This one over here or this other one?
Not really. I think it's, no, yeah,
This
that
one.
one.
Okay.
This portrait is one of the portraits that I did using the new pencil that I just bought some 1 or 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So it really helps with the smoothing of the faces, the smudging. It's so easy. It's an easy pencil to use for any artist there who is looking for an outstanding pencil. Please, I think this can really help. The Faber-Castell pencil is so amazing. It has got such an amazing experience. So I have something that I just used for the first time, and it was like a risk because I was coming for the interview, and it's called oil pastels. It's the one I did the backgrounds with. So one thing I realized with the oil pastels, it really helps with when you want to do large portraits and you want to do it on canvas, but you don't want to get your hands or your clothes dirty. So you can use oil pastels instead of using the acrylic paints or water paints.
Yeah.
So it's kind of efficient to an artist too.
And
So-
it does the same amount of work, the quality will be
Yeah,
the same?
sure. Trust me on that.
That is very interesting. You're saying that there's a story behind there. What is the story?
Yeah, almost all these pieces have a story behind them.
Okay, we start
So-
with each one. I love this one.
Let me start with this.
Yes, I totally love it. It is so
So,
real.
there was this, let me say, a week or two ago, we've been experiencing so much hard time looking for water in Kenya and stuff. We've been kind of in some semi-drought. So this picture, I drew it out of the story that was going on, that Kenya was really facing a hunger problem and water problem. So the kid in the portrait, he's trying to drink some drips of water. The amount of water in the tap is so little, but he's really struggling. From deep at the bottom of his heart, he's having that hope that he can quench his thirst out of the little water that he's getting.
It is so beautiful the way you've captured that water
Thank
and
you.
the child's reaction and the droplets. It feels like you can touch it.
Thank you so much.
Okay, the other one?
So here, this I did yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah, because I had to come to the interview today. So I did this yesterday with, I think, some 2 pieces down there.
Wow, that was super fast.
Yeah, it was super fast. So the portrait here has a lot of meaning and a lot of history in it. So it talks about Kenyan leadership, right from independence to our current status right now. You get that our first president was the late Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, and the prime minister then was the old man, the father to Raila, that was Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. So I was trying to tell a story, and what I'm trying to show is, you can see, like President Uhuru and Raila Odinga, they're kind of smiling in the portrait. But up there, you see the 2 old men are so much of kind of angry to something or eager to do something. They're not smiling at all. So what I was trying to imply, when they were getting into power, when they were getting into power, they really strived so hard to achieve it. But when their sons came in, they found that there was this kind of, it was already there, the peace was already there, and so they just had to enjoy what the forefathers had done.
There's no struggle.
Yeah, there's no struggle for independence anymore. But still, it's like everybody's watching someone.
Okay.
If you look keenly, it's like the old men are like watching ahead to someone. So in the African tradition, you find that people believe in the life after death. That is, we have ancestors. So it's like the 2 old men are the Kenyans' ancestors. But then their 2 sons here are our leaders currently. So it's like somewhere they're really watching how are the 2 handling Kenya today.
Are they happy? Are they disappointed? Probably they want to get something from you. That's really, really interesting.
Yeah, so that's the major history behind that.
All right, now my time is really, really running out.
Yeah.
And I would have wanted to go piece by piece, but just tell me this one thing. What will this be? I see flies. I see, these are flies, right?
Yeah, sure.
I got that right?
Yeah, sure. Okay. They're flies. They're flies.
So they're going to be on this child's face.
Okay, fine. On that piece, I see a lot. I see a lot within that portrait. Many other artists see a lot in that same portrait. To me, personally, when I was starting this art, that was the previous night when I was called that I had an interview today, I really never wanted to finish it because I wanted to say something about it. It's so touching and so emotional. This kid is a small kid out there. Somebody really needs to take care of this kid. From the outside, he is whole. But from the inside, the white part, the unfinished part, it's like the child is empty on the inside. So to some extent, somebody should really go out there, see this kid out through to some good environment. That is currently, if you can say, the status in Kenya right now, there is inflammation and a lot of stuff. So it's like Kenya is our baby today. And we really should take care of Kenya as Kenyans than tear it apart. So we should really struggle so hard to keep Kenya whole from the outside and the inside.
That's very
Not like the portrait itself. When you look at it, you find out that from the outside, the child is whole, but from the inside, it's empty. So it's like Kenya is empty, but from the outside, people think we just fine.
Goodness, that's very, very interesting. And thank you so much. The way you use your art to, express yourself and the status of the country or the status of things that are around you, that is really, really interesting. So you also mentioned that you're on social media and you said it's Fab.
Oh, on social media, I'm at Fabish Arts. Actually, across the platform.
The spelling of Fabish?
F-A-B-I-S-C-H. Then there's a slash. Then Fab. Just Fab, F-A-B, then dash, then arts.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the name that you're using on all social media.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Asante sana kwa kuja.
Asante.
I have learned so much from this. Nobody has come on the show and told us or showed us the tools that they use, and you're very talented.
Thank you.
You're going to go far.
And before I go, I think I would love to big up my friends out there, all the artists and players, people like Karoli Arts, Tony Arts, and so many others. We have people like Sanjay, people who are upcoming. There is Boa, so any other person who is out there having that feeling of expressing what they feel like deep from the inside, show it with the art if you can, then keep drawing back.
Absolutely. That's really good. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Well, guys, this has been Paintbrush, and time has run out. Remember to keep this conversation going on our social media platforms. You know how to get in touch with Fabish so that you can, if you're interested in a portrait, if you're interested in mentorship and getting these fabulous pencils, you know, yeah, you go ahead and do that. Basically, a very short commercial break. When we come back, it's all about visual arts, and we'll have photography and creative of the week. We'll be right back.
When you get to capture that photo and then they're able to place it on a wall, it means like a constant reminder to them of what they're supposed to be as a family. I am a believer of family.